What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Forcing Storm Until I Trophy. This is a pretty good pack because we have a Mox in one of the Storm colors, is black, so definitely going to take that. And there's probably not much I could table. Actually, maybe Lotus Bloom, that could definitely table. We're definitely not going to get the Tinker back, but if we do, maybe I'll take it. Entomb, normally this would be a really good pick, but I don't see how that could fit into a Storm deck. Maybe like reanimate Gristlebrand and then Storm off. I actually have done that before and it was pretty good, but that's more of a reanimator deck, so I feel like I shouldn't do that. So there's two Signets. Verdant Catacombs will be pretty good. Night's Whisper is solid. You always want card draw in these Storm decks. Kind of close. I think I like the land. Maybe Night's Whisper will table. Someone might take the Entomb. Maybe there won't be another black drafter. I do quite like Night's Whisper, but I like the fetch lands as well. So starting off with these two black mana sources, I will be looking to play a black-based Storm deck. I'm usually looking to play that anyways, unless blue-green is super open. Like if we get the High Tide and some really good green Storm cards like Fast Bond and Tireless Tracker, Courser of Crewfix, some of those cards that really let you combo off and get a ton of mana. And there are two good blue cards here. I would play Jace and Snapcaster in a Storm deck, but I think Wheel of Fortune is a little bit more important. That card can always wheel, so this is actually kind of an interesting choice, but I still think it's a little bit too important to take. Now this pack is a little bit blank, so that is kind of worrisome, but I can take Breeding Pool, and that does go with Verdant Catacombs, and it's possible that we can shift into a blue-green combo deck. So I'm just going to start by doing that. And then this pack is another blank for like traditional Storm cards. Leovold is fine. And I even have some fixing for it. And then stuff like Signets are always like okay in Storm. And then Dark Slick Shores also would be fine. I think Leovold is probably a good hedge, because it can go in any of the decks that I want to play. And same thing here. Yeah, we're not seeing the traditional Storm cards like Yogg-Will, Lion's Eye Diamond, Rituals, so we definitely might have to get creative this time. Secure Tribe Elder is good in blue-green Storm, anything that puts more lands into play, so that you can use the Heartbeat of Springs, High Tide effects. Stuff like that is good. Or I can just take Overgrown Tomb, which will let me splash Leovold or just play Leovold. I think Cultivate was in one of the first packs too. See, I think the Overgrown Tomb is maybe a little bit too important. Okay, yeah, this really might be a tough draft. We might finally be getting one where combo is just not open. So this will be interesting. Vampire Hexmage, we could maybe try to get into that Dark Depths combo. I think Dark Depths was actually in the first pack, so I'll just take that. Rest of these cards are kind of replaceable. There's Tireless Tracker, which I mentioned. I really like Tireless Tracker with Fast Bond. You can really make a huge creature and draw a bunch of cards. And then Botanical Sanctum would be okay. Blue is just not open in general in this draft. Then Confidant, I think I would rather have the Tireless Tracker. They're pretty similar cards. Yeah, so this is the pack that I opened, and there is the Dark Depths. So that could be my win condition. Might not be Storm, but it could still be a combo deck. Let's see, Utopia Sprawl. Don't love this card. Let's take the depths. Let's see where this takes us. But I think it's pretty safe to say that Storm is not open, given we've seen this entire pack now, and we really didn't see a single Storm card, except for Wheel of Fortune. The Seiju, this card is okay. Not sure what we're going to do with this deck. But I am committed to the cause of storming. So I guess it's going to have to be blue-green Storm. Steam Vents, this could help us splash the red. Or Hydroid Krasis, this is like a win condition. Okay, we tabled the Augur of Autumn, that's a good start. So green is definitely open. Pest Infestation is good in some circumstances. Alright, so yeah, we've kind of got some green, blue, and red cards, and this random Dark Depths Hexmage thing going on. So maybe we can win with like an Eldrazi. Maybe we can like Heartbeat of Springs into Eldrazi to win with this deck. There's the Exploration, which is not bad. Last Bond is definitely the better card. So I guess we're going to end up in like green lands where I can fetch the Dark Depths combo, and then maybe we can still call ourselves a Storm deck if we get like Mind's Desire or something. Mana Leak, Exploration. I think I'm just going to take the Mana Leak, or maybe I take the Portent. No, Mana Leak is solid. The Exploration, that card just has to table. I have to believe it will table after I got Augur of Autumn on the wheel. And I can say the same about Witness. I feel like that has to table. So I think Shelldock will be the card for us. Could help us cast one of our expensive cards. I'm planning to end up with some expensive cards at the end of this draft. We don't have any yet. But I'm hoping to get like Time Twister, Heartbeat of Spring. We're not going to have that many islands, so maybe not High Tide, but that is what I'm thinking. Here's the Past in Flames. But yeah, I don't think you can already see that this deck doesn't really have stuff to go with Past in Flames. Okay, Hullbreaker Horror. Yeah, we could try that combo again in blue-green. It's not an amazing combo, though. Or there's Polluted Delta, which gets pretty much all of my lands. It does actually get all 3 of my dual lands, so I think I'll just take that. The Hullbreaker Horror could wheel, but I don't even think I need that card that badly. Okay, here's the Echo of Aeons. We can discard it with Wheel of Fortune, but besides that, we don't have much. Here's Thousand Year Storm. You can storm off with this without too much effort. So maybe this could be our win condition. But I think I should take the Echo of Aeons first. I think this one's more likely to get taken by another player. So we've got 2 draw 7s. That's definitely something. Now there's just a Jace still in the pack. So yeah, blue was definitely cut off from the other direction. The first pack, so now we're getting some good blue cards passed to us. And there's a Wishclaw Talisman. I'm not sure if we'll play black. We'll probably splash for the Leovold. I think Jace is just going to be better. And yeah, the Tinker is gone from the first pack, so this Citadel, that's going to find a home in someone else's deck. I've played a few decks where you have Green Sun Zenith for Leovold. It's kind of a cool play. It makes Leovold a little bit easier to cast. You don't need to get all 3 colors. So I think I'll just take that. It's not competing with anything here, even though I might not want to play this Green Sun Zenith. But it does have some utility. It gets these 3 creatures. They all do slightly different things, which is kind of cool. And now here's another fetch land. My mana base is really good. So at least we have that going. A really good mana base. But yeah, we do not have a win condition at the moment. Zagoth Triumph, this would be really good. Raging Ravine would be okay. But maybe just the Signet. The Signet's also pretty good. Gives blue and red mana. Then Ritual. Yeah, I think we're just not the Ritual deck. So I'm going to stop taking lands so highly, because we have a lot of lands. Our mana base is really good. Here's the Exploration. I was counting on that to wheel. And it's not like it's amazing in our deck, but it's good with the draw 7s. It's good with Augur of Autumn and Tireless Tracker. We might be able to play it. Cast in Flames did actually wheel. Or I can take Spire Bluff Canal. I feel like Past in Flames just doesn't do anything. So I'll take the land. We did get the Hullbreaker Horror. So yeah, I guess I'll take it. And I think there was something in this pack. I was trying to wheel the Eternal Witness. We don't have a great Witness deck at this point though. Although it's kind of good with Wheel of Fortune. So that's kind of a shame, but... Field of the Dead? Take Char. Okay, it looks like we're not getting the 1000-Year Storm. Or the Progenitus. So we still kind of need a win condition. We don't have a Storm card. I would really like to get a Storm card. Okay, so Karn. Now, this is a great win condition. If you've seen any of my Vintage Cube Supreme drafts, Karn is one of the best ways to go off with ultimate. Karn is one of the best ways to go off with infinite mana from Hullbreaker Horror, because basically Hullbreaker Horror gives you infinite mana, but also infinite bounces. Actually, does yeah, it gives infinite bounces, and so yeah, you just play Karn, exile their permanent, bounce the Karn, play it again, exile their permanent. So you can just exile their entire hand and every permanent they have in play. So pretty cool win condition. So let's do that. Even though it's pretty hard for us to get infinite mana at the moment. Actually, it's impossible because we just have the 1 Mox and we have 2 Signets. So we have to find something else to help us do that. I like a lot of these cards. Coalition Relic, Expressive Iteration, Preordain, Library, Oracle of Moldiah, combos with the Exploration, which is kind of cool. I want to take the Oracle. I think it's like the card that gives the most upside of helping us go off, getting a bunch of lands into play. But that was a tough pick. Okay, still no more win conditions, but Birds of Paradise is a decent card. I'll just take that. Okay, here's Mana Flare. Maybe we get something in the next few picks that helps us with Mana Flare, but at the moment, it doesn't do a lot. I think I'll just take it anyways, because I don't think it will wheel, just based on what's been happening in the rest of the draft. Okay, there's some good fair cards here. I guess I'll just take the best card. Yeah, I don't know what to do at this point. It's looking like it's pretty hard for us to combo off. I guess I'll just take cards that are just actually good in the deck. Now there's Uro. We don't have a great Uro deck. We don't have a lot of stuff that goes to our graveyard. But we have Wheel of Fortune. And then the other options are like really not great. So I'll take the Uro. Okay, here's Birgi. I think this lets us go off with Hullbreaker Horror, because every time you cast another spell, it gives you a red mana. So it lets you do like the artifact mana loop. So yeah, that's fine with me. And here's Heartbeat of Spring, so we could have another Mana Flare effect. But yeah, I don't think those really do a lot for us, actually. Our curve stops at 7 at Hullbreaker Horror. So I can just take Vendilion Click as a fair card. I guess I'll just do that. And here's the Elvish Reclaimer. But yeah, we ended up not getting the Thespian stage. We just have Dark Depths. And so yeah, I don't know if that's enough to play this Hex Mage, which is a double black splash. It's probably not that great. Witherbloom command. This card's really good with Uro, because it mills you. So I'll just take that. Maybe we'll only sideboard it, but it's good in certain matchups. Then Image. Is Image good in our deck? Seems like playable. Seething, just a random Seething Song, that's not going to be great. Vraska, okay. Well, we have a nice fair deck here. It's definitely not Storm deck. But I think this will still be pretty fun to play. And yeah, we didn't... Yeah, at least it wasn't one of those drafts where you go into Storm, and then you just completely get cut after that, and then you just end up with a terrible deck. I think this deck is actually kind of average. It's definitely not like a favorite to go 3-0 or 2-1. Yeah, I think this Mana Flare is just not very good. Deranged Hermit is kind of random. I'm just going to take that out. And then I could play Char, or I could play Suspicious Stowaway. That might be good. Stowaway's kind of good with Uro too, so yeah, I think I'm going to find a way to get this into my deck. And maybe just take out like Huntmaster. We don't need to play Huntmaster. Tamiyo's Notebook also lets you go off with Hullbreaker Horror. Now that would be pretty funny. That would be cool. But yeah, this is just like a 4-color Planeswalker control deck, basically. Yeah, I kind of like this deck, actually. Let's put in some basic lands. We're mostly blue-green. We have double blue and double green. Yeah, and then we only have 2 black cards and 2 red cards. I don't think I need a basic swamp. Alright, I'm not going to play a basic mountain or a swamp. Alright, round 1, we're on the play. This hand looks fine. I don't think we really need to mulligan super aggressively with this deck. Both of these cards are kind of bad. Maybe the Birds of Paradise might be a little bit better really late in the game. Okay, black-red. So it's looking like they might be black-red control deck. Decent chance that this just gets killed, but I'd like to add to the board in case they play a Planeswalker or something. Okay, and they have blue too. Interesting. Wow, maybe they're the Storm player. If your opponent just plays lands and doesn't do anything in the first few turns, that should make you a little worried that they are on Storm. So I can't really do anything here. Okay, Splinter Twin. Odd, it looks like they might be actually going off here. We don't have a lot of interaction for the Splinter Twin matchup. I have Char in the sideboard though. Okay, no, they don't. They don't have the Splinter Twin yet. Okay, so we drew the Stowaway. guess I'm just going to play this Phantasmal Midge out. It's not really getting any better. I can either get Pestermite or a Stowaway. I'll just take another Stowaway. These matchups are awkward because you don't really want to play your draw 7s. Okay, so this is a pretty bad hit for their Factor Fiction. Guess I will split up the spells. I think this split makes sense. Ancestral Vision is not going to do much this game, so I think they want to take the Baral pile. And the colored mana doesn't really matter. They already have access to blue and white. So yeah, they ended up taking the Baral plus the island. But yeah, I was saying, yeah, the Echo of Aeons, I don't really want to cast this, because if they don't have Splinter Twin now, I don't want to draw them into it, that's for sure. So I'll have to be careful about this, although I can discard one of my Stowaways and then cast it for 3 mana. Alright, they're going to get double Expressive Iteration. Not the best card to dual cast, but they're digging really deep. So yeah, at this point, Echo of Aeons might actually be better than letting them have all of this selection. Because they're looking at the top 6 cards right now. And if they see Splinter Twin, they're going to take it. So that's that right there, plus their draw step. That's almost the same as me drawing them a new hand with Echo of Aeons. I'm probably going to have to cast this card. Okay, and their library is down to 18 cards right now. So I can actually put this Birds of Paradise into play. So I'll get to have kind of a big turn here, but not sure exactly what we can do. Got a decent amount of mana. They're probably going to be worried about this Shelldock, but it's literally just a Birds of Paradise. And let's see what they discard. Just a land, okay. Is it Signet? So I think I have all the mana that I need. I think I have all the colored mana that I need. Yeah, I have black mana, red mana. Yeah, I have everything. So I'll just play the forest. Fine, and then I'm going to attack with everything. If I can remove the Pestermite, that'll be valuable. It's going to be interesting if I draw Karn here. Maybe I'll just hardcast it. Okay, they're chump blocking. Tracker, I don't think I'm going to want the tracker. And Uro. Okay, no, I have to put the Echo of Aeons in the graveyard. Okay. So I can play Is It Signet because it's free with Burgi. Okay, yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything amazing here. Because I don't have access to 7 mana. I can draw my Mox Jet. I don't think there's a way for me to get up to 7 mana here. Oh wow, they have Force of Will. Selling the Baral. Alright, we'll just go back to our fair game plan, and then, yeah, we're just going to hope that they don't have the combo here. Yeah, maybe I would have... I was not expecting Force of Will. So maybe I should have kept this Tireless Tracker in hand, but I don't know. I mean, if they have the combo here, I'm gonna be dead. Okay, they did not have the combo, but they were able to answer both of my suspicious stowaways. So I might be in pretty good shape here. They're going to go to 6, and I'm going to pass. This stowaway that they have cannot flip because it's a copy. And so, yeah, I just have Hullbreaker Horror. And I can chump block with my Birds of Paradise here. And then that will allow me to escape Uro on my turn. So actually, I probably should have blocked last turn. I wasn't thinking of that. There's a reasonable chance we can win with this Hullbreaker Horror, because I know at the very least I can cast Uro. So that will give me 1 bounce. So they're going to need to have like Path to Exile or maybe like Venser or something like that. Let's see. Memory Deluge. What are they looking for here? Yeah, I mean, they just tapped out, so... Yeah, so I guess we just won that as a fair deck. They have a ton of card draw. Some removal. Fractured Identity and Path to Exile. I think it makes sense to bring in the Char, just to at least have 1 instant speed interaction. And then I'll take out Vraska. That seems fine. Maybe I want Huntmaster. That card seems kind of good in the matchup. I can flip it and kill one of their little creatures. This is a pretty nice little fair hand. I feel like I want to use the Mana Leak later in the game against this opponent. Maybe use it on like a Factor Fiction or a Fractured Identity. They don't have like 3-drop that I really want to Mana Leak that I've seen so far. I think I'll still hold the Mana Leak up now that they have the Brawl. Because yeah, they could cast the Factor Fiction here. I think this is just good enough to counter. See if I could slow them down. I think I'm going to find another turn to play the Izzet Signet for free, so that's why I didn't want to use it there. So yeah. Luckily we found the Mox Jet, and now we can play this. So, and yeah, we actually just have Karn next turn. I haven't seen counterspells from them yet. Okay, GT is pretty good. Guess I'll just have to remove that GT. Okay, we've seen, yeah, they have Force of Will, so we'll see. They're able to play Force of Will here. Looks like they are. And they had Treasure Cruise. Yeah, they have a ton of card draw in this deck. So yeah, this GT is going to be pretty good, actually. Alright, Baleful Strix is the best card. Chart of Course is the second best card. So I'm going to split those cards up. Daze is not going to do anything this game. It's basically a blank. I think Chart of Course and Baleful Strix might actually be the same power level. Chart of Course might even be better. So I'm going to do the split this way. Trying to think if I have another way to remove the Umezawa's GT. I have some Planeswalkers in my deck, but I sided out the Vraska. So I'm going to have to bring the Vraska back in. Alright, so they have Daze. I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Shouldn't be a problem. Why did they not attack? Wow, they really just accidentally did not attack there. Alright, I'll shuffle this. Bergie on top, interesting. So I can just Phantasmal Image Baleful Strix here to draw that card. I don't think there's anything better to do. And I think I might just cast Bergie as the horn, and then I can draw a bunch of cards and maybe try to like combo off. I'm getting pretty close to Uro. See if they remove my Augur of Autumn here. Yeah, it looks like they're going to, so I can use Uro here if I want to. I have Daze I have to remember. I think I'll just go Tracker plus Uro. We'll wait on the Bergie. Don't really want to exile my Karn, but yeah, part of my plan was to Echo of Aeons and have the Karn back in my library, but I feel like I need to get Uro here. They have another counterspell. They're trying to get me with Daze here. This is, yeah, this is kind of a cool play that my opponent's doing, but I don't think it's going to work. No, they're just going to untap that. Okay. There's the Tamiyo, but yeah, they have 2 flyers now. But I should be able to have some attacks with Uro past the Baleful Strix, but yeah. I mean, I'm trying to win with creatures here against a GT, which is going to be a challenge. Interesting that they whip that way. Thought they would put it on the Pestermite, maybe. They're going to kill the Tireless Tracker, okay. So I'm just going to get Elder Gargaroth out of my deck. This turn is kind of tricky. I don't think I can beat the Pestermite combo. I'm not going to try to disrupt the Pestermite combo by, like, could play Jace to bounce the Pestermite, and that would, like, delay for a turn. But I don't think that's a long-term winning strategy when they have GT. Even though, I mean, I have an Uro in play, but they have all these creatures they can chump block with. They can keep getting GT counters. I'm just hoping that they don't have Splinter Twin in their deck, or that they have not drawn it yet. But yeah, they did have it. So I could have saved myself a turn by bouncing with Jace, but yeah, that would have just delayed the inevitable. I don't think it would have worked. Actually win the game. It could have given me a couple more draws to get Char. So maybe I could have done that, but at this point in the game, I actually have not seen Splinter Twin in their deck. So that was how I thought the best way to win this game was. But now I know that they actually have the Splinter Twin. So I definitely bring in Vraska. I want Huntmaster too, and then Tamiyo's a little bit weak. And then I think I'll just take out one of the draw 7s. It's not great in this matchup. Wow, this looks like a great hand. My opponent actually has a good deck against Leovold because they have Factor Fiction and Memory Deluge. But Leovold is still going to be pretty good. This is an awkward position. Actually, no, it's not awkward. There's no way I can play all of my cards, so I'm just going to do it this way. Just play around days. Wow, Gilded Drake. Wasn't expecting that. What does the horn say? Exiles the top 2 cards. I guess I'll just get that horn into play. Seems kind of good. And maybe I can draw my Jace and then bounce that Leovold. So awkward things can happen with this horn. Like, for example, I don't want to hit my 7 drops here because then they'll be gone forever. But I have to take at least one shot at them here. We hit Gargaroth. That's just going to be kind of insane. And I do really want to make a land drop this turn. Go away. Birds. Get rid of the stowaway. I don't hit a land here, it's awkward. Okay, nice, we do hit land. And then I'll just hold the Birds of Paradise to discard to the horn next turn. My board presence is really strong right now. Wow, and they're just cycling a tri-land. Okay, let's start by discarding the Birds of Paradise. Oh wow, we hit Jace. Okay. I don't see how I do anything else by except for just casting Jace here. I'll let them draw a card. Going to get Leovold back. Now I get to choose. And I think the Beast makes sense. So I'm just going to try to kill them next turn. Now, I think they're in trouble. Even Fractured Identity doesn't save them here. So this was just kind of a pretty broken fast mana start with the Exploration, Mox Jet, Signet. into I think it was turn 2 or 3 horn. Pretty weird game, but it was pretty powerful. Okay, awesome. We got the first match. Here we are for round 2. Our Stormless combo deck. We're on the play. Guess I can keep this. It's pretty slow. Not sure how aggressively I mulligan this deck. This is kind of a fair deck. I feel okay keeping this. Okay, it looks like we're playing mono white aggro. Okay, Vraska can deal with the Smuggler's Copter, but Elder Gargaroth can also block that. I don't think I'll play the Vraska. I think I'll probably just play Oracle. Try to clear any lands off the top of the deck. Keep developing the board. Then maybe we can play Vraska in a more safe position later. But let's see, it looks like my opponent's going to play a good 2 or 3 drop here. Okay, so interesting that they did it that way. Now I have Click, so maybe Click will actually be better than Oracle. Because it blocks the Copter. Yeah, I like Click here. And they might have like 4-drop in their hand I really want to take out, or if they just have 1 removal spell. I can take that, and then if my Elder Gargaroth can survive later, that's going to be really good. So I like using Click here. Okay, so they have 4 removal spells, so that is a problem. But let's see. I think I just have to take Palace Jailer. It's just too strong of a card. Yeah, that was not what I was hoping to see in their hand, so this will be a tough game. Parallax Wave? Yeah, Parallax Wave is pretty good on this board. I think I have to use Vraska. Yeah, I just don't have any good options here. Actually, yeah, I can destroy the Smuggler's Copter. Or I can destroy the Student of Warfare. But then they can Parallax Wave it in response. I think I have to actually do it this way, because this lets me take less damage. I would like to remove the copter so that they don't get to loot, but now they have to crew. So now they technically only have like one creature that can attack here. But I think I'm just going to be a little bit too slow this game. Yeah, maybe this hand was just a mulligan because it was a slow hand. So I think I just Gargaroth here, and then that forces them to Parallax Wave it. If I play Oracle, they're not forced to do anything. But this is also in danger of dying to Elspeth. And they also still have Path to Exile. Yeah, maybe they'll just Path to Exile it. Then they can just easily kill me. I don't think I have great options. So the Parallax Wave will break next turn. And these three creatures will come back into play. Let's see, if they're not playing Elspeth here, I'm going to get to take it with the Vandalion click. See if they click correctly on this adversary. If they do, I think I'm going to be dead. Yeah, I'm going to be dead. All right, good game. I think this is an okay matchup. I think I want like Huntmaster, maybe Witherbloom Command. Then I can take out Vraska because I think it's a little slow. I like the other Planeswalkers a little better. And then the Echo of Aeons again. I'm siding out my combo cards a little bit. But yeah, I think this draft is a bit of a wash anyways. This is not the best hand for the matchup, but it's kind of good. I have Suspicious Stowaway into Mana Leak, so that's good because I can flip the Stowaway. Then hopefully the Stowaway can draw me into some green. So they mulliganed to 6. And that's a pretty blank shell dock. Nice, so they flipped the werewolf for me. They're gonna crack their clue, I suppose. And I drew a green mana. Wow, and Uro. But I don't think Uro is the play here. I'd rather get the Birds of Paradise down, and now I have Mana Leak up. So this hand is shaping up really good now. I do really want to use the Mana Leak this turn, so it's going to be hard for me to not use it. Pretty much anything they cast. Just because my deck just wants to tap out for the rest of the turns. Jace is not amazing on the board at the moment. I might be playing out Leovold. All right, and we'll counter the 3 tokens. Image is a decent draw. Even copy the werewolf here. Or I could just Jace Brainstorm. Kind of like doing that. Yeah, I really want to make my land drops because I have so many cards that can take advantage of this mana. So let's see if they can flip my werewolf back. They definitely might be able to. No, they have Palace Jailer. Okay. That's a good Phantasmal Image target. And then for my last card, I want to Jace Brainstorm again. Okay, I've got to cast this Tamiyo correctly. Completed mana. Okay, now I'm feeling pretty good about this board state, and we have Monarch to draw an extra card each turn. So they're going to need something pretty wild here. Okay, so the sword is a bit of a problem, but I can just kill both of their creatures here. Fortune, I'll start by doing Jace Brainstorm. I'll put back Wheel of Fortune, this tap land. So now I'm going to mill myself and kill this. Then I'll return Shelldock. No. Verdant Catacombs. The way I've used my mana is kind of awkward here, but I'm going to tap this. Discard Augur, we don't need that. And we're just going to start winning with Uro. Hero of Bladehold, that's pretty good. I need to win this game before I deck myself. But I think we should be able to do that. Yeah, we've got plenty of cards left in the deck. Okay, they're going to exile the Uro. I'm going to play Smuggler's Copter. Alright, can I win here? Need to sacrifice 4 clues. I discarded my exploration. Oh no, I can do that, yeah. As long as, yeah, I have an island here, okay. I think I can win. So I have to sacrifice 3 more clues. 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more clues cost 6 mana. Plus click. 9 mana. 3, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I just want to make sure they don't have, like, Path to Exile. No, Swords to Plowshares in the hand? No, they don't. Okay, cool. I think I should just play Total Fair deck here. Take out the Wheel of Fortune, put in the Char. Yeah. This is definitely against the spirit of the draft, but I figure that we're not already forcing Storm in this draft, so this one kind of doesn't count. Let's just try to play this deck to its fullest. Haven't gotten to combo off with it yet, but maybe next round. This hand looks great. Okay, Leovold is going to be pretty good against that Skull Clamp. Okay, they've got Spectral Procession plus Skull Clamp, but yeah, they're going to have to answer this Leovold. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to draw any cards. Yeah, I think Oracle makes sense here. Tamiyo's definitely not good against how wide their board is. So let's just try to ramp ourselves into this Karn pretty much. Now I can choose to take this Char or not. It's not great on the current board, but let's see what they play here. Okay, so I am taking some damage. Elder Gargaroth would be a good draw. Okay, nice. I'm feeling okay about this. So yeah, I'm going to shuffle here. A Huntmaster on top. It's not bad. Not bad at all. And a Sheldock, wow. Hullbreaker Horror, yeah, that's gotta be good. Huntmaster is amazing here. And I'll pass the turn. But yeah, I was able to gain some life that turn with Uro and Huntmaster. These are just great mid-range cards for this mid-range matchup. They might have a strong 5-drop or 6-drop here that could get them back in the game, but I will have to slowly answer these spirit tokens. But Hullbreaker Horror is really good at that, and I'm fairly close to playing that. Parallax Wave would be good on this board state. Oh wow, GT again, okay. Guess I'm gonna have to remove that GT. I think just Karn, Exile GT seems good here. Okay, they decided to not kill my Birds of Paradise, which I feel like they should have done, but now I can block one of the spirits and my Karn can survive. Wow, another good equipment. Okay, this actually is getting a little precarious now. Yeah, all of my creatures are green. So, but let's see what they do with the Relic Warder. Do attack me, okay? This is going to be a close game. I feel like they should have just ignored the Karn and maybe attacked. No, then I could have exiled their sword. I think their play made sense. So I can Tamiyo -X to get Uro back. I think I kind of need to do that. Let's see. And then I'll get to play this. Okay, yeah. This is an interesting position. What if there's a land on top? If there's a land on top, then I can Hullbreaker Horror. But I'll have to keep up 2 blue. But if I keep up green-black, then I can use this Witherbloom command. I'm just gonna wait and not count on there being a land on top of my library. Because the Witherbloom command is pretty good. do I want to kill the Skull Clamp? Do I want to gain 2 life? I think I'll destroy the Skull Clamp. Okay, so we did lose our Uro. It's been exiled now, but got us up to 21 cards. So now Hullbreaker Horror is online next turn, and I think that's all I need to do to win this game. You're gonna destroy the Karn, okay. And they have Copter. Okay, I think we can deal with this. I'm going to be main facing the Hullbreaker Horror so I can cast some spells and bounce some things. And yeah, I'm just going to destroy both of the flyers here. Okay, hopefully they don't draw removal here, but even if they do, I'm going to have a blocker no matter what. I have a red creature and a blue creature now. So they're going to need to draw, yeah, Elspeth doesn't do it here. Parallax Wave would still be one of their best draws. They might need it this turn. Next turn might be too slow. Yeah, it probably will be too slow. I'm going to have Gargaroth next turn. This might be the game here. Alright, looks like they're going to have to pass. And we're going to flip here, so get to do 2 damage, I think. My board is going to get out of hand really fast. All right, that was a fun match. But yeah, we're 2-0, so let's play one more match. All right, we're 2-0 with our non-storm deck. We're on the play again. So yeah, this hand looks pretty good. And this draft it's playing out perfectly to show how hard this challenge is. I'll definitely be slightly tilted if we 3-0 with the non-storm deck when it was completely cut. We get absolutely 0 storm cards. And that just goes to show how bad the archetype is. But anyways, let's see. I guess I have to get the Overgrown Tomb here. But this hand is great on the play. They can't destroy my birds. Because I'll get to play Signet here. Now I still have Mana Leak up, and then I have Vraska next turn. Retrofitter Foundry. This is kind of good against Vraska. They just have Magda. Okay. Yeah, I'll just use all of my cards, use all of my mana. Not like this card is super scary, but now I can get Vraska onto an empty board. I could Wheel of Fortune. I'm really close to this Hullbreaker Horror, so I think I'm gonna probably wait. We'll see what I draw. Oh, Wrenn and 6, wow. Yeah, wow, that's so good on this board. And it's gonna stop me from casting Hullbreaker Horror. Oh, I think I have to Wheel of Fortune here. Should I use the Phantasmal Image? Or leave myself open to play a 3-drop after the Wheel of Fortune? I think I want to leave my mana open, actually. Just because of how bad the Phantasmal Image is on this board. Green Suns for... Yeah, it's not gonna work this turn. So we're gonna have to pass. Wow, interesting deck. Okay, they're playing like a 5... Oh wow, they're playing 5-color, I think. And Volrath's Stronghold, wow. Oh my gosh, they have Fast Bond. Urza Saga. Do they have the Strip Mine combo? Wow, we're both kind of going off here. So I have to decide on the Green Sun Zenith. I can get Leovold, or I can get the 5-drop. Why do I forget the name of it? Okay, yeah, it's looking like I'm gonna have to get the 5-drop. Because I need to block this Glorybringer. I have 9 mana. Yeah, this is kind of awkward. This costs 6. I don't think I can double spell here. I don't really think I need to double spell either. That's alright. Elder Gargaroth, that's the card I'm thinking of. Need to get Elder Gargaroth here. And I guess I'll play my land down. So Hopefully they don't have removal. They do, I'm probably in pretty big trouble. What are they doing? They didn't exert, so... Alright, do I want a 3/3? Let's get a 3/3. I think they might have forgot this card has reach. Otherwise they would have exerted, surely, so... I do think they're in 5 color though, so yeah, they might have some really strong plays. Walking Ballista to finish off Gargaroth, that's pretty good. And they got Volroth's Stronghold, so now they can bring back the Glory Bringer. Well, I'm going to start by attacking the Wrenn and 6. Okay, now just going to try to go off with Tireless Tracker and Oracle of Moldiah. Let's see, can we get one more land? Tamiyo's pretty good, that can stop the Glory Bringer. And Karn, okay, nice. Drawing two good Planeswalkers. So if they go for the Volrath's Stronghold line here, that's going to take up their whole turn, because it takes quite a bit of mana to do that. Looks like they're not going to do that. They're just going to Urza Saga. Wrist is not bad, so they're going to destroy one of my creatures here. But it looks like they might be running out of steam a little bit. They needed something like the Niv Mizzet to draw them a bunch of cards, or Omnath. Maybe they're not playing white. No, they have Nahiri. They're definitely playing white. Okay, they just returned a land with Wrenn and 6. It was Gaia's Cradle. Okay, let's see if they use the Volrath's Stronghold here. Oh, Walking Ballista, okay. Yeah, Walking Ballista, that's pretty good, actually. I might want to stop that. See how much mana we have. 11 mana. Not bad at all. Okay, and Shelldock on top. Nice. Which card will we want? Probably Click. I think I can still only play 2 of these Planeswalkers. Attack Grist. Attack Wrenn and 6. So they'll get to choose one of their Planeswalkers here. They're going to keep the Wrenn and 6 alive. I'm actually just going to use Jace to put this on the bottom of their library. Then I'll use Karn. Maybe just get rid of Volrath's Stronghold. So that they can't bring back that Glorybringer. My life is fairly low, so I don't want to like get into burn range. Okay, Showdown at the Skull. It's definitely a good draw. Now they're going to regrowth the Glorybringer, maybe? Okay, this game just got pretty complicated. I do have Vendilion Click for their draw step. There's Leovold. I think I have to exile the Pia and Kieran. So good on this board. Then Jace, I feel like that's going to minus on one of the Thopters. Can also Tameo bring back something. I can bring back Eldritch Gargaroth. That's kind of insane. I think I probably have to do that. Yeah, Gargaroth is so good here. I think I let them have the Wrenn and 6. I don't care about Wrenn and 6. It's going to try to win the game. And I can get Uro. What's better, Uro or Leovold? Leovold. I don't think I'm in danger of dying. Pass, and I think just use the Vendilion click here. I don't want them to have drawn Hangerback Walker. I think that's still in their deck. Okay, they just have a land. All right, that's all I can do. I think we're pretty safe here. Regrowth on Retrofitter Foundry. So they can make some blockers and stuff. I feel like it's not going to be enough, though. Hard. Okay, now I can get Uro with the Green Sun Zenith. I think they actually have a lot of mana. And they have this Gaia's Cradle plus Retrofitter Foundry combo going. They've got the Urza Saga. So let's see what they can do here. Okay, they've got 4 blockers, so yeah, they're going to get to survive. I think I want to kill the Construct here. Now I have to exile cards here. And I want to leave my strong cards because I might be casting Echo of Aeons at some point in this game. Possibly next turn. And let's put the Signet in. I think that's fine. Okay, they're at 2. I don't think they're going to have enough blockers this time. But yeah, I'm just going to focus on playing a little bit faster now in this game. Yeah, this has been a real grindy game. Wow, and they have Escape to the Wilds too. Okay, I am all the way at 14 life though. Let's see, what do they have here? Ready, Walking Ballista, Hailstorm Pulse. Can they cast Mere Battlesphere? They're kind of close to it. This is a crazy game. Yeah, we're both just playing like 3 or 4 color value decks. Are they playing Battlesphere? I think I can beat that, is the thing. Yeah, they're playing Battlesphere. They have 6 blockers. So I think I have that beat on board. I have 6 attackers and a Jace, so I think they're just dead right now. Okay, let's just win the game. What a game. That was the first game, and I'm 11 minutes on the clock, but I think I can play pretty fast. So Witherbloom Command. This is good against Wrenn and 6. Yeah, this card's just really good in the matchup. Kills the Thopter Foundry as well. Okay, standard sideboarding, take out the Wheel of Fortune, put in the Witherbloom Command. Now this is a hand, makes me wish I had Wheel of Fortune in my deck still, but I think this is good enough to keep. Okay, so I can Augur of Autumn on turn 2, that'll be pretty good. Now I can cast Augur of Autumn on turn 2. That'll be pretty good. Oh, they have Field of the Dead. That makes sense. Okay, so we're definitely a lot of lands here. Uro, I definitely want to draw that. Okay, Grist is pretty good. Karn is going to be amazing, though. Okay, the Augur of Autumn has served me well so far. Now I'm pretty much locked into Mana Leak, whatever happens here. Hangerback Walker? No, Walking Ballista. No, it is Hangerback Walker. Okay. Either way, I will counter it. I haven't seen this one yet, but cool. Yeah, my opponent's deck is pretty interesting. I have not seen a lot of decks like this. But yeah, I can just cast Karn. Yeah, Karn is amazing in these matchups. Yeah, this could be over real quick. We'll see if they have... Their mana doesn't look great either. Okay, Regrowth. Okay. No Oblivion Stone. Wow. So Regrowth on the Grist. Oh, they return Oblivion Stone to their hand. Oh, they milled this. I was like, where did that card even come from? Okay, so Vraska can destroy Oblivion Stone. But I'll have to play Tireless Tracker for 3. I don't have enough mana to do that. Okay, so I have to do this. But Vraska's still going to be really good. So I'll make sure to draw that before I crack the polluted delta. Okay, nice. So now we have Tamiyo on top instead of Oracle of Moldiah. That's definitely a lot better. Okay, Escape to the Wilds. General Ferris Rockerick. Interesting. I've never seen someone go off with General Ferris before, but I'm sure it's probably pretty decent. Okay, so I can use Augur of Autumn now to cast creatures off the top of my library. That seems pretty good. Oh, interesting. That gives them a treasure. Okay. Definitely didn't know that. Yeah, Grist is exiled. Okay, I don't know why I thought they had access to Grist. So it looks like they will be able to make at least one golem next turn. But I think I'm just getting too much of an advantage here. I have 4 clues, have a huge board, a Planeswalker, and another one in hand. So let's see if they can come back from this. And if they remove any of my cards, I can bring back Uro. Well, they'll have to remove 2 of them, but I can also Witherbloom command to mill myself to bring back the Uro next turn if I want to. They got 1 golem. See if they... Oh, and they have Golos. Nice. So I'm going to want to remove that Golos, but I don't think I can. And their Field of the Dead is going off. Okay, so I guess we're going to have to keep playing for a moment. Gargaroth is pretty good. Would like to get that into play. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Destroy this. Black, green. Just trying to play fast still. Destroy the Duretti. They're at 6. Yeah, I don't really have attacks here. We'll just play the Gargaroth. Okay, so I just have to hope that their Golos hit is not enough to win the game. Golos is such a fun card. Okay, they got Mere Battlesphere, red and 6. Not bad. It is actually pretty tough for me to attack through all of this. Okay, there's the Echo of Aeons, which I would like to play at some point. Now I have the Vraska plus Clue combo. I'll just sacrifice a Clue. And then Tamiyo, I think we'll probably just tap the Battle Sphere. Now I think I need to start attacking with these tireless trackers. Maybe I'll play this Stowaway first. No, I don't think I need to play it. And I'm just going to keep making my board bigger. Beldock on top. Blue, green. Get Jace. No, I'll get the click. Okay. Okay, I think that's good for now. Let's pass the turn. Okay, I might have barely enough time to win this game. Wow, this is a wild game. So I would like to hit Hullbreaker Horror so I can win the game from that. I might have to stop drawing from Leovold. Wow, they hit Boundary plus Pia and Kieran. Wow, those are both really good. They have Maelstrom Pulse. They can't cast it yet. Okay. This game is so crazy. They're at 3 life. How do I end from 3 life? Okay, there's the Hullbreaker Horror. I'm just gonna go for it here. Okay, I think I have it now. Wow, they scooped. That was crazy. Okay, I was gonna get infinite mana there, and then I was gonna cast like 4 more spells to bounce 4 of their creatures so I could block, so I could attack. So, fair play to Sergeant Bumblebee, my opponent, for scooping there, as I was desperately clicking so fast. And wow, we even got to combo off one time with this deck. So, wow. We got the trophy, but I'm gonna keep drafting, trying to get some more Storm decks. But yeah, thank you for watching.